So I had this idea about making like a zombie apocalypse, but in a candy kingdom. I don't know if you've seen that Adventure Time episode. Actually, I think it's literally the first episode, where like Princess Bubblegum makes a mistake, and everyone in the candy kingdom becomes like zombies. I don't know, that episode lives in my head. I think about it almost once a month. I don't know why. I think it left my like 9-year-old self really, I don't know, impacted. I think it was the first instance of horror that I ever faced in my life. I don't know, I guess My Little Pony had some horror um episodes here and there. Like, I don't know if you have ever seen My Little Pony, but in the first season when they face Nightmare Moon, that was crazy. I remember the vibes, absolutely insane. So I decided to do like candy inspired girls. So the first one was gummy worms, and the second one will be lollipops, and they are in a zombie or a candy apocalypse. I've been thinking about the world, but they are basically sisters. The one that you're seeing right now is the younger one. She's like 9, and the other one is the oldest. They are not related, like blood related, but they are basically family. The younger one is like really like hyperactive and expressive and running around the place, and the second one and the oldest one is like the most serious and calm, but she's really protective of her younger sister. So yeah, I'm really obsessed with like, I love candy inspired character design, or food inspired character design, especially if the foods are sweet. I was obsessed with Wreck-It Ralph. Like, we used to watch it every afternoon with my brother. I think I must have seen it at least like literally like 15 times every single afternoon. I loved like Vanellope. I was obsessed with her, and the game world. Oh my god! Like, I think about it and it's actually insane. So yeah, I really loved it, and I wanted to do something like that. I imagine their world like something like, I don't know if you know this manga Blame, which has this like thing. It's a world that is very advanced in the future, like sci-fi. The story sci-fi, and humanity has created machines that were meant to help, but went out of control and started to create these superstructures and started to see humankind like a virus. So basically, the humans are like rats living in this world, trying to survive and trying to find a way to stop this. And I find it so interesting. So I wanted to do something like that, but instead of like this super dark and depressing world, it would be like more of a candy inspired world, sort of like an Adventure Time with the Candy Kingdom, or perhaps even not only candy but also like sort of kids core, like a playground. Oh, there's this animation that's called a Playground, that it's so good. Like, you have to watch it. It's actually amazing, and I wanted to do something like that, like pulling this sort of super cute, but also with a little tinge of darkness. I find it to be so interesting. Talking a bit about the story that I thought out for these characters, I think the oldest sister could have a dad that created the youngest sister in like a laboratory. The oldest sister would be like really attached to his dad, like wanted to please him, but the dad will never really be present. And the only time that the oldest sister actually sees his dad is when he is like almost about to die, and tells her basically that she has to take her, like protect her youngest sister. So these two girls have to traverse this candy infested land with zombies, with candy zombies. Um, but that's basically all I have as for now. Perhaps I will do like a comic where the youngest sister is attacked by like a candy zombie. But I find it really interesting. Um, Another media that I really love, and that has like this sort of kids trapped in a really dark and serious situation, but the whole thing is like cute. Um, Besides Made in Abyss, that I find it really inspiring, is Madoka Magica. I don't know if you've seen that anime, but I absolutely love it. It's the atmosphere, and it's absolutely haunting, but it's so beautiful. So yeah, you should definitely watch it. I will not say anything more for the people that haven't actually watched it, but it must be one of the animes that I love the most. Um, so yeah, I wanted to create something like that. I had a lot of fun at creating these characters. The first one, I actually thought I got the colors way too saturated, and I sort of wanted to go back and fix it, but then I thought it actually fits really well. She actually has like a super big knife, which I thought, like, also love when characters are like really small and have to deal with these huge objects. I find it really adorable, so I wanted to play a little with that. And yeah, this for the second sister I had Lollipop, and of course it's sort of not super original giving her like this big lollipop as a weapon, but you know, it works. So yeah, and the rest of her outfit is sort of like brownie inspired because I thought it would be cute. So yeah, talking about other things, have you seen the TADC episode, like the ninth episode? Oh my god, I was so sad. Like I was waiting for that episode. I made plans to not get spoiled that those 2 weeks. Like it was so sad. You know, it's not the end of the world, but it's actually really sad. But at least Glitch is literally revolutionizing indie animation, and them making the release on cinemas is absolutely groundbreaking. Like at first I wasn't super like happy with the idea because of spoilers and all that, but you have to see how absolutely amazing it is that an indie animation that started in YouTube could do that. Like it has never been seen, and it's really amazing. And I don't, even if it got leaked, I don't think it takes away from that. So yeah, if I could, I absolutely would go to see it in on cinemas, but in the place where I live, it doesn't release. So really sad. I would absolutely love to go to the cinema. Anyways, in other news, have you seen the new Glitch trailer, like for the new series, the Gameoverse? Oh, that I saw it. It was so good. Like I loved it. Um, the art style and the story seem pretty fun. I'm not too sold out on the characters. Kids seem pretty nice, like charismatic. I like this. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. But I like this scene between Kid and the pink dinosaur. It was so cute. Like that moment made me appreciate him so much more. Like he seemed like a pretty silly character or lost. Um, but you know he can stand on his own 2 feet. Um, I also like this moment when she gives him the fruit juice and he gives it to her. That I found that so cute. If you've seen the trailer for the series, you've seen how absolutely brutal his the dinosaur's world death was. Like he saw his friends dying in pretty brutal ways directly in front of him. Like it was absolutely brutal. And like some people in Twitter were saying that it had like a lot of fan service. I think in fan service the intentions of the creators matter a lot. You know, I don't mind a little bit of fan service, I guess, if it doesn't, concern anyone underage or seemingly underage. I guess we shall see if in the later episodes they go harder into fanservice territory, but I don't think they will. One thing that I do have some issues with are, and that also some people said in Twitter, which, Twitter, like, it's sort of a war zone, but that many of the female characters, like while the male characters were of different body types and all that, all the female characters seem to have the same body type. And yeah, it's that meme with the fantasy species, which the male like all have different body types and the females are all the same. Yeah, I can find some issue with that. But yeah, here are the results. So I hope you like them and found this enjoyable. And I shall see you another day. Goodbye.